はい、じゃあ、そういうことで、ちょっと、I already explained the objective seminar in English for you. I'm sorry. どうしよう Should I explain again?
No,
it's okay. Can you explain later? Sorry. でちょっと簡単に日本語で、このセミナーの趣旨を説明いたします。日本語で簡単に。私、黒岩陽子と申しまして、15歳までここにいました、浦佐で。で、その後16年間海外で生活しています。国連とか、いろいろなところに行ったんですけど。それで、8年前に戻ってきて、でその、いろんな中国ぐらい住んでたんですけど、8年前に戻ってきて、地元ってこんなに素晴らしいとこだったのとよく知って、思い知らされたというか、治安がいい、自然がいい、食べ物が美味しい。で、国際性が飛んでて、毎週、その時近くに、IUJ の近くに住んだから、毎週のようにスポーツしに行ったりとかしてて、本当にこの地域すげえな、可能性秘めてるなと思ってたんですけども、それで、Airbnb、民泊とかも始めたりとかして、シェアハウスとか、いろいろ国際大学の人たちとコラボしていろいろやってて、すごいいいなと思ったんですけども、それで政治がそれにうまく追いついてないというか、いうような感じがしてて、なんか国際大学の、土地にゴミ処理場を作るみたいな話があって、それはどっかに作らなきゃいけないのも分かるんだけど、ちゃんと国際大学の人たちに話を聞いたんですか、住民に話を聞いたんですかみたいな話で、あんまり聞いてない感じがしてて、それでそういうそこに反対運動になって、計画が断念したんですけども、結局政治がそこに今ついてない感じがしたので、4年前に市長選に立候補して負けて、3年前に市議選に当選して市議になってて、でどうすればその政治とこういった国際性の素晴らしさっていうのがうまく連動して、この地域の素晴らしさを世界に発信していけるかっていうのを考える会を毎週開いています。週に1回。だから本当に政治集会ではあるんだけど、別に私が応援してくれっていう政治集会じゃないんですよ。全く違うんですよ。むしろ本当に反対的な意見も全然やってもらってもいいし、もっとこうした方がいいんじゃないかっていうアイデアを皆さんからもらうための会ということで、これまで4回やりましたけど、私が話す時間は全体の2割ぐらいで、8割皆さんに話します。ね、それで栗林さんも前回来たんだけど、もう大好きになってもう一回来てくれる。リピーターが出るぐらいになっておりまして、Okay, so I did this small introduction in Japanese language. So now I'll go into the topic, today's topic. Yeah, is okay? So the topic is, how can we utilize so our city is one of the most international cities in the world, in my opinion. 70, 80 countries in a population of 50,000, right? 人口5万人で70、80カ国の人が暮らす場所ってなかなか僕ないと思うんですね。いろんなところ行ってきたけど、見たことがないんですね。そういった国際性をどうやって活かせるかっていうのが今日のトピックなんですけども、いろいろフリートークしていきたいと思います。で、最初にデータを言います。I'll give you the data first. So we have now 1,400 foreign residents in the city. 1,400. That's twice higher than 2 years ago. Rapidly increasing. Rapidly increasing. Okay? Rapidly increasing. Mainly because of the trainees from Southeast Asia. Like Indonesia became double in last 2 years. Indonesia. Myanmar, like a lot of companies need young people to work, factory or whatever. Like mushroom company, for example, because young population is declining, but the company is still there, so they need a lot of people to work. So trainees are increasing, number of trainees. Accidentally, number of IELTS students is increasing. Yeah? You have the highest number ever, probably, this year. はい。今、外国の籍の住民が増えてます、市内の。今、1400人になってます。これ、2、3年前の倍です。ここ2、3年で急増してます。その理由が、今日のトピックは外国籍住民をどうやったら活かせるかっていうトピックなんですけども、市の発展のためにどうやって活かせるかっていうトピックなんですが、その理由としては、技能実習生がすごい増えてます。インドネシアとかミャンマーとか、そういったところからフィリピンとかですかね、そういうところがすごい増えてて、人材不足で雪にまいたりとかですね、そういった会社がどんどん外国の方を採用していっている状況になっています。で、国際大学も偶然ですけども、一番多い学生数が今一番多い。How many are you? 450? 420? 今日400人っていうのは過去最高の数になってます。300くらいだったんですけど、400。ちなみにそれってどんな要因なんですか？
話すのはなんか Actually, IUJ used to have a very serious financial problem. 財政的に非常に苦しかったんですけど、そのためにそれを改善するために学生の数を増やさなきゃいけない。それで何をやったかというと、奨学金を増やしたんですよ。奨学金を増やして、それでかつ授業料を上げたんですよ。We used to share this program in financial in terms. And then at that time I was the vice president and the president and administration thought about how to solve it. And we decided to go more subsidies from the government, not only Japanese but the international organization like IDB, ADB or IMF. Now that is one thing. And another point is we decided to raise the tuition. 授業料を上げた。私は外国の大学のこともよく知ってます。自分も2回もできましたし、IUJ 高いんですけど、200万っていうと半端なんですよ。大学院としては安物に見れちゃう。そうですね。それでそれ300万にしたら違うんですよ。Actually, tuition used to be 2 million yen per year, but now you are supposed to pay 3 million. And yeah, I have studied in the United States twice, and then I know how expensive they are. In comparison, it is 2 million used to be higher than other universities in Japan, but if you compare with other universities in the world, it's a cheap university. So when usually in the market, the higher price means better quality. So after raising the tuition to 50%, more applicants came. Now that's the reason why we have 400 students. 本当にワン。はい、
Thank you very much. はい。So yeah, the highest number, I use the highest number of the foreign agents, and that topic is how we can utilize drawing. Okay. That's the overview of the foreign agents. But then I give you the data on the city situation. The general situation of the city. Is it good or is it going better or is it not going good? Okay. So first of all, the entire population. So foreign population is increasing, right? Double. That may mean entire population may go up, right? But actually, it's like this. Like 700 declining every year. 700. So it was 60,000 7-8 years ago, but now 52,000. Even though foreign population is doubling, that doesn't give any fill out the vacuum of the Japanese population decline. Number of children born per year was 500 6 years ago, but it's 285. Okay? My junior high school 30 years ago had 240 students, one grade. Just one junior high school, 240 students, one grade. But now it's 285 entire city. Okay? はい。じゃあ、簡単に外国の状況、外国住民のデータを伝えた後に、今度は南魚沼市の簡単な状況を説明しますね。南魚沼市の人口は減少が続いています。外国人が増えても全くそのペースに追いつかないぐらい外国人全体の人口は減り続けています。年間700人ぐらい減っていまして、今5万2000人ぐらいです。7、8年前が6万人ぐらいだと思うんですけど、今5万2000人。なので外国人が増えているのに、それ以上に日本人が減っているということです。生まれた赤ちゃんの数が285人で、5、6年前だと500人ぐらいですね。だから本当にそこも半分ぐらい一気に減ってきている状況で、まあコロナもあったんでしょうけども。はい。次に、okay. Next is the situation of the children's academic performance. Very important. Okay, academic performance of children. 8 years ago, we do the standardized exam to evaluate each municipality's academic situation. Every year we do it, national exams. 6th grade and 9th grade, all right? 2016, the average was the same as national average. The city's average was the same as national average, like 62 something. Last year, national average 59 and our average 50. It's like national average like this, our average, okay? That has huge impact on everything. My friend sent his kid to Nagaoka school. 6-year-old take a train 50 minutes to go to school in Nagaoka because the school is better there. When my other friend, when his son becomes 6 years old, they decide to move to Nagaoka because school is better there. Okay? That has huge impact because education, people really care about education. So now, after Corona, many people in city decide to move to the local countryside, yeah, because they can work online. And one of the big factors they choose which municipality to live was education. Or there's an international school, so let's go there. Or a very interesting academic program is there, so let's go there. Our kids will be better off there. So even though we have International University of Japan, very highly educated people, sadly, they will not choose us because academic level is very low, right? And the saddest thing is the English level. English level of our city, junior high, 9th grader, average score 33 compared to 45 national average. 12 points down the national average, even though we have people like you guys. And it was not so bad 5-6 years ago. So it's like acute decline in 5 years, okay? And a lot of I have 2 kids, 8 years, 6 years, and a lot of parents of my son's schoolmates, they send their kids to private English school. Obvious reason, right? Okay? And mathematics is also low. Mathematics, it's like 42 our average, and then 55 national average. Mathematics, English, very low, somehow. I don't know what happened, 7, 8 years ago. I have been asking in a city council, to mayor, educator, chief educator, what is going on, but they have no clear explanations why it is declining. はい、次、子どもの教育についてデータあります。学力がこの8年で急激に下がっております、学力が。8年前、2016年は全国平均と同じぐらいでした。小学6年生と中学3年生の学力ですね。それが昨年、全国平均59に対し50という状況です、私たちの学力が。この学力が低いっていうのはすごい大きな影響でして、例えば知り合いとかはもう普通に小学校入ったらもう長岡に送っちゃいます、電車で、小1からですね。で、子供が小1になるときに、夫の実家が長岡にあるからもう長岡に移り住もうみたいな人も出てきますし、コロナ後に地方移住するときに、その移住先を決める際に子どもの教育がどうなのかっていうのを決めて移住する人もいるので、学力がこれだけ下がっているというのはいろんなところに影響が出てるんじゃないかなと私は思っています。特に英語です。英語はうちの市の中3の英語平均が33で、全国平均45なんです。国際大学があるのに。なのでこれが僕には本当に理解できなくて、何が起こってるんだろうと私は思っています。で数学は中3の数学が42で全国平均55とかな。ここも13ぐらい離れてます。で、8年前はそんなに離れてなかったのに、この8年で一気に下がったということになります。はい。これが子供の、that is children、子供教育ね。次、next is suicide. Japan has one of the highest suicide rates in the world, but this area is very known for one of the highest in Japan. Niigata Prefecture number 3 highest, but within Niigata Prefecture, this Onuma area very high. In last 10 years, we lost 152 people in suicide. In 10 years, 152. Okay? Almost every month, somebody is committing suicide in this city of 50,000. Very beautiful, very good food, but people committing suicide. Okay? And that is also the rate is not really declining. This year alone, until August, we have lost already 8 people, including 20 years old young men. Okay? So, mental condition of the people is not also going right direction. はい。次は自殺について、人々の精神健康についてのデータになりますが、自殺率もすごい高いです。自殺率も高いです。自殺率高いです。新潟県は全国で3番目に高いんですけども、その中でも魚沼地域は突出して高い状況が続いておりまして、南魚沼市は10年間で150人の方が自殺されています。152人、年間15人。なので、特に80代が高くて、その次に20代になります。80代の女性に限ると、全国平均の3、4倍になります。今年だけですでに8人の方が自殺されておりまして、 そういったメンタルの部分でも何か課題が抱えているのかなと私は考えております。And about the suicide, okay? To me, when a lot of diverse people are there, I think, difficult to explain, but, I wear this, right? Okay? When I go to the city council, 22 members, they're mostly old people, or they all wear black suits, right? All wear black suits. I'm the only one wearing this. I feel very uncomfortable. Am I okay like this? No? You understand? Am I okay? But here, with people from totally different nationalities here, I feel more comfortable. You understand? I can be more myself. It's okay to be myself. I feel like that. That's why I like it. So when a lot of people are gathering, in my mind, people's mental condition should be better off. But then somehow our city has a lot of people committing suicide. I don't know why. Like Mr. Sugibayashi really enjoys it. Like he told me last week meeting was the most interesting meeting he ever attended in his life. He really said it. So I think diversity makes people like happy and excited somehow. Even though there's a linguistic barrier, somehow that kind of diversity can change, transform that kind of barrier. はい。この自殺率が高いってものすごいすごい皮肉な状況だと思っていて、いろんな人が集まると僕人間の健康上精神的な健康状態って良くなると思っていて、例えば私これオレンジスーツ着てるじゃないですか。うちの議会にこれ着てくのやっぱりちょっと僕でもちょっといいのかなみたいなちょっと不安になるんですよ。でもこういったいろんな人たちアフリカとかアジアとかいろんな人たちがいるところだと別にいいじゃんってなるんですよね。自分でいられるみたいなのがあるんですけど、だからいろんな人がいる時って人々の健康状態精神的な健康状態本来は良くなるはずだと思うんだけど、この地域は自殺率が高いっていうのはなんでなのかなみたいな、もうちょっといろんな人たちが交わっていろんな価値観があっていいんだよっていうメッセージが出せればもっといろんな人たちが自分らしく生きていけるのかなとか思っちゃったりもするので、そういった話。はい、OK。それでthat's mental health, okay? And that's the data I have so far. And one of the campaign promises to establish international kindergarten, international school, because Urasa Elementary School has a lot of kids from IUJ, Urasa. The closest primary school from IUJ has a lot of kids from IUJ, okay? Many local residents have no idea that there was one mother living in Shiozawa, which is like 20 kilometers away from Urasa. She said her daughter, she drives 40 minutes every morning to Urasa school because she wants her daughter to learn English. Many local residents have no idea about this. She does that. Diversity attracts people. Okay? はい。私の公約の一つにインターナショナルスクールがあるんですけど、やっぱり多様性があるっていうのは人々を呼び込む一つの起爆剤になると思っていて、例えば浦佐小学校って IUJ の子供が結構たくさん来てるんです。で、それが理由で塩沢からわざわざ毎朝運転して浦佐小学校に通ってる子がいるんです。ほとんどの人が知らないわけだと思うんですけど、それぐらい多様性って人々をアトラクトすることなので、私は、今南魚沼市の状況はあまり人口減少も続いてます、学力も下がっています、自殺率も高い、いろいろな状況がある中で、どうやってこういった人たち多様性を生かしてもうちょっと市の状況をよくできるかなっていうふうな思いで今回のこのセミナーをいただきましたので、はい、so that's why I have opened up this seminar every week to how we can utilize your existence, because diversity attracts people. Diversity makes people happy, in my mind. What we can do, except what? 何ができるかということをちょっと皆さんと考えていきたいなと思うんですけども、ちょっと完全にかなりオープンクエスチョンになりますけども、何かもし思ったことがあったらどんどん話していただけたらと。Do you have any opinion question? It's very open. Very general question, right? You can say anything, question, anything, please feel free. 何でもいいので、今の話を聞いてみて、どんな感じることがあったのかなとか。
Suicide very frequent.
What's the reason, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So first meeting we had here, there are 20 IU students. We spent so much time on suicide because many of them were shocked to hear this. Many IU students were shocked to hear this. you'll never imagine, right? It's very peaceful, beautiful, lot of infrastructure, great food, very peaceful. Why, right? Okay, I have state council session. I have asked this question to the mayor. Why do you think city has such a high suicide rate? They have no answer. They have not analyzed it. They have not asked the question to the bereaved families. They have not spent time hired a specialist the analysis. They have not done it. They don't know the reason. But then I can give you the data. So the highest percentage concentrated the people in 80s. Old people, 80s, very high. Out of 152, 40 to 50 people from 80s, okay? 80s. This people generation, 80s, when I meet those people in villages, they always say, oh, I'm 85, I'm just giving the burden to other people because, he or she is not earning anymore, right? Just pension and maybe go to the hospital and then using the insurance from the public insurance. And maybe his daughter-in-law is helping everything. I'm just giving a burden to everybody. So maybe, I don't know why I'm living here, kind of thing. That kind of mentality is strong there. はい、今、自殺、I have translated Japanese, sorry. 今やっぱ自殺がなんで高いのかっていうのがものすごい、外から来た人ではやっぱりすごいショックなんですね。4回前の IUJ のコミュニティとも、やっぱ自殺に質問が集中しました。なんでこんな平和なところなのに自殺が多いのかっていうのが理解できないので、今ちょっと話したのは80代が多いんですね。150人中4、50人が80代です。特に80代の女性に関しては全国平均の3、4倍になります。で、私が地域を回って聞くのが、80代の方に聞くのは、もう体が動かなくなってきた、人に迷惑かけるだけの人生だしな、もう俺らなんか長生きしてもな、みたいな、そういうことを本当に言う人っていらっしゃって、そういうことにつながってるのか分かんないけども、80代の状況はそんな感じかなっていうか。ただ、なんでその自殺率が高いのかに関しては、僕、市に議会で聞くんだけど、基本的に分析してません。遺族にも当たってないし、一つ一つのケースに関して詳細な分析はしてないので、なんで南魚市が自殺率が高いかについて市は具体的な理由はありません。はい。OK？
インドの人やフィリピンの人って自殺しないの？
しますけど、その高くない。レート、そう、he wants to know how is the suicide situation in your country, India or Philippines? 自殺率のデータは今頭にないけども、ここほどは高くない。ここほどは高くないし、5、60代が高くなるんですね。普通、5、60代が高くなって、そうだけど、南のは20代が高くて、で、下がって80代が高くなるっていう、逆な傾向になります。
私今20代ですけど、いかんせん、新卒で会社入って今4年経ちますけれど、いかんせん若い人を見ない。No see the young people in here. また、仕事と、会社と家の行ったり来たりなので、こう刺激がやっぱり少ない。で、どんどん、実家が東京なんで、家族が東京にいるけれど、連絡はしますけれど、実家で書いたりしてますけれど、それがないと、本当にもう20代で孤独だなっていうのを感じてて。
Okay, he's 25. Let me translate first. He's 25. He moved here 4年前。
4年前。
He moved here 4 years ago from Tokyo because he found a job here. But then he feels very isolated because he doesn't have a chance to meet other youngsters. And he just commutes to work, home, and he doesn't have much social interaction. So last week he was very happy to meet Asian people. Okay? So he came back again. はい。
その4年ってあれだよね。悪い4年じゃない。
4 years, so yeah, he's mentioned a good thing. So, コロナ、it happened, コロナと同じ時期でしたよね。
同じですね。
はい。suicide rate, one of the highest countries is Korea.
韓国に高い。
韓国がめっちゃ高いの。And birth rate is very low. Japan is complaining about the birth rate 1.3 less than 1.3. But in Korean case, it's 0.7.
韓国ってやっぱり若い世代が
韓国は too much education. Too much education. Every primary school kids go to 3 or 4 schools a day. And then
塾に3つ4つ行きます。
they come
競
home
争社会で
11 o'clock.
11時まで勉強したいと思いましたね。いや、very good. そう、はい、はい。
デンマーク、オランダっていう国が、医療的に死なせてくれるっていう安楽死に、僕はそれを先進国だというのは、若い人っていうのは戻るところが戻れるから若い人の自殺っていうのは増えるんだけども、例えばその肺胞が詰まって呼吸ができなくなると、もう死より怖い病気って言われてるんですよ。もう死んだ方がいくらでも楽だっていう病気の人については、それは自殺っていう一言で自殺っていうことじゃなくて、自死、自災っていう言葉をがあっていいと思う。自殺っていうことじゃなくて、自災っていう亡くなり方もあるんじゃないかな。だから自殺が全て悪いっていうことじゃないと思う。
はい。So she's saying that in Holland and Denmark, there's the law that legalizes euthanasia. You know euthanasia? You medically kill, medically supporting the killing. And he thinks that's very advanced. He thinks that, in his opinion, that's very advanced. And some kind of disease that can make you even suffer a lot, suffer much more than death. So that kind of thing, like, he doesn't think all the suicides are bad things. It can be like, it can be, I don't know, it can be support, yeah. But it's okay. Anyway, hi. Did you want to say something, sorry? No more? Okay.
So why don't we have some community for old people and new people? Like we can have students from IOJ, like once a month they can meet here and they can have social interactions. And why don't we have that kind of a community?
なんで once a month?
Yeah, maybe once a month. It depends on.
月に1回ぐらいその IUJ の人と地域の人が交わるような機会がなんでできないんですか？はいはい。
先週も黒岩さんという、お話ししてましたけれど、自分たち生活している側、仕事で例えばじゃあ IUJ の方と交流を取って、例えばじゃあその意見を取り入れて会社の今の意見に参考にして何か事業を起こそうとか、そういった考えがなってなので自分たちが行こうと思わないと行かないと思う。今すみません。
He thinks that unless there are some kind of things that makes local people motivated to step inside the IUJ territory, that it may be difficult for local people side to make action from their side.
プロダクションでね、
はい。
IUJ をもっとオープンにするっていうことを始めたんですけど、オープンにするだけではダメなんですよ。なんかアトラクティブなものが中にあって、何か目的的に来るような機会がなければ、来るわけないわけですよ。それでスノーフェスティバルとかなんかを完全にオープンにして、リーチアウトして来てもらうようにしたんですけど、そういう努力を全くしてなかったです。When I was the vice president, the IUJ started to open up the campus. We are open to the local, but that's not enough. It's really high hand to overcome, to come in. So there should be something attractive, or some purpose to be in. So that is one of the reasons why each town locals, for festival, international festival, snow festival, and those kind of things. あともう一つはですね、
はい、
僕は例えば浦沢小学校とか大和中学、
はい、
南魚沼の中学校で科目をね、ある科目を特定の科目を英語で教える。
はいはい。
ことやればいいんじゃないかと。
いいと思いますね。はい、
それはね、国際情報高校の生徒とうちの連中とサッカーやらしたり、合唱やらしたりすると、話すんですよ。
話しますね。
だからね、英語を勉強するんじゃなくて、英語でなんか勉強する機会を。I have been telling the people that we need to have some opportunity, institutionalize the opportunity to do something together with you guys, do something together with the locals, or teaching arithmetic at the primary school or the junior high, or teaching cooking, teaching mathematics as well. Mathematics is easy. We can write. So you go to the not necessarily you have to teach English. No, learning English is really boring. Like, it's really boring. But doing something in English is more attractive. So if the city decides to put some of the subject in primary school, junior high school, under city jurisdiction, some part should be taught by English. Anything.
Since Dr. Yaguchi came in, a lot of positive changes in IUJ. I really appreciate, and he came here today, and really, 本当に山口先生が来られてからすごいいろいろなことが変わってきて、すごいなって私思ってて。And IUJ founder, by the way, 40 years ago, founder, really emphasize on openness to the community. Library is open to everybody, cafeteria is open to everybody.
Yep.
There's the CNP, cafe program.
Even bus is open for everybody. Is supposed to be open.
And then the gym.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows, but gym, any local can join the, play basketball, volleyball, badminton, right? If they know at least one person there. Local noise, but the founders of IUJ, they actually emphasize openness.
食堂もですね、食堂すべてがオープンなはずなんです。バスも規則上は誰が乗ってもいいはずなんですけど、実際には誰もそれを知らないです。で、誰も知らないし、時々運転手が勘違いしてます。関係者以外こうやってやってる。
食堂も一般じゃない。
完全に。
そうだよ。She's like surprised. Cafeteria, we can go in? 誰でも入る。Do you still have Indian day? Like sometimes special chef from Indian restaurant come and do you still have that?
Yes.
Yeah, that. Sometimes
We have steak day too.
Taste it good?
はい。
Depends.
What do you like, menu? What do you like?
カリユキさん、いや、カリユキ。
Thank you for the interesting discussion. I see that tendency in we are open for locals to come in and join us. However, I wonder if locals are also open for us to go and visit them. And here, for example, if you are an example, and pose a question, is it possible for locals also to found something like a homestay for international students, whereby they invite international students, they go visit their home, interact with their children, and probably converse. We know a little Japanese, but the challenge is we don't have many students speak in Japanese. So I was wondering if the locals can invite us in their homes, allow us to have conversation with them, with the kids.
Thank you so much. はい、ホームステイはできないかっていう質問です。地元の人たちの家庭になんか1泊2日ぐらい学生招いてホームステイみたいなのこれあったんで、There was a program like that. I don't know how many years ago, but 10年前か20年前にあったんですよ、それ。 やってました。There was a program like that, but it's no longer existing. But then, who was the organizer? I think UMEC was the organizer? I don't know, but then, yeah, somebody has to initiate it. It cannot be a UJ, no, it cannot be a UJ, but then somebody has to city should do it, I guess. I can ask the city.
Some local families take care of, particularly, I don't know, only Manipuri.
はい。
But maybe
はい。
homestay is a good idea, but there is a barrier between locals and international. First, language, and second, openness and trust. So first, trust, yeah. So there's no trust yet. So before the homestay, I think that's the latter part. The first should have a community event, a usual community event where international students gather and mix with the locals. And yeah, cooking is good as well. Or anything interesting activity, because for the international students, there's no mall here. No mall, no activity, no shopping. So it's kind of boring actually for us.
It is boring.
So if there,
Boring is good.
退屈。そのホームステイする前にその信頼関係とか、なんかこう一緒にこう話すような時間があるのがいいんですけども、そのショッピングモールとかそういうなかなかこう地元と交わる機会とか場所とかないっていうことなのかなっていう話をしてて。
So thank you. So for me, I lived 1 year in the campus. Last year I was living in the campus.
寮に住んでました。
Yeah, now I'm living outside the campus.
今外に住んでます。
So many of you, I think, can see the campus as an open space, but for me, I think it's closed, very closed space.
キャンパスはとても閉鎖的だと思います。
Because most of the students are like very involved in their studies, and their activities basically with each other, so no outsiders. And even when you go inside the students' community, you can find the communities rolled out. For example, you find the Indian community, the African community, I don't know, many communities.
この中でもその国籍ごとに集まりつつあって、
So, as an outsider, maybe you cannot really enter the inside of the
なかなか
community.
外の人が中に入れるような雰囲気がないような気がします。
That's a problem for me, I think. Even though there's some activities that unite us all together, so that's a good thing. But the problem is with the foreigner, we can all speak the language, or we can all speak English. That's easy for us to interact with everyone here. So for us, this is a good thing. But for a Japanese local, for example, here, who cannot speak the language, English, or I don't know, any local language of our language, so it can be very difficult for them to interact with us.
学校の中では英語でみんな会話するけども、外の人にとってはやっぱり言葉ができない人にとってちょっとなかなかバリアがハードルが高いんじゃないかなと。
For example, me, I can speak, for example, I cannot speak English. I found I can speak English and find people speaking Spanish or other language. If I stay with them, I feel like an outsider, and you will feel uncomfortable. Though I think the main barrier is the language. So you can fix it, you can do homework there, you can do whatever you can, any events you can think about. But if you cannot speak the language of the person you're speaking to, you cannot really interact with. And the Japanese language is very hard.
日本語はなかなか学ぶのは難しい。
Very, very hard. Yeah, it's interesting though, but it's very hard.
日本語の授業を取ってる人と取ってない人もいるんですね。
はいはいはい。日本 What's the percentage of just students taking Japanese language course? Maybe 20%? Less? 20?
I took Japanese language last year, but even though I cannot really do a conversation, why? Because I have no interaction with Japanese people, I don't have Japanese friends. So even when you try to speak Japanese, you speak Japanese with your friends who can speak Japanese.
Can you example who is taking Japanese language course? Oh, a lot. What? 6, 7 out of a lot. But then, some people drop out, yeah? When the time goes on. ね、やっぱり学校が忙しすぎて途中でギブアップしちゃう人がいるんですよ。その日本語習得は奨学金のあれにはないのでマストじゃないんですね。なので
この中で5年後日本にいる可能性がある人。
Anyone has the possibility of being in Japan 5 years later in Japan? In other words, who has no obligation to go back to the country after the graduation? No obligation. あ、結構いるね。6 people. だからこの6人がその戻らなくてもいい人たちですね。他は戻らなきゃいけない人たちですね。だから半々ぐらいですね。So let's see from Mr. Button, whose house is the closest to IUJ community, okay? And then his father knows when IUJ was established. His father has seen everything. IUJ was established and then, はい。どうですか？今その地域住民と IUJ コミュニティがなかなか言葉の壁もあってなかなかこうインタラクションなかなか交流もないっていう話をしていて、その40年前からお父さんの世代から見られてきてどう感じその近くにどんな感じますか？
昔は料理を一つ一品持って返しなしみたいな、通訳してくれる方も、知り合いで今亡くなられたんですけども、みんないて、そういう機会があれば、結構昔は近くの人に行ってたんですね。
昔って40年前もうできた
できて10年ぐらい。
So in the beginning, there was an event that the local community bringing one dish. 一品持ってってどこにIUJの中に持ってって、
そう
で学校で食べる。
ポトラック。
で、
potluck, the local community bring to IUJ and eat together. And there was somebody who was doing interpretation.
学生さんもその国の料理なんかを用意して、
Students also prepare their dishes.
してたと。あとね、ホームステイなんですけど、1回だけマレーシアの人を、1週間ぐらいホームステイしたことあるんですけども、
家に
そうそう。
Malaysian students stayed in his house 1 week.
マレーシアの、日本でいう農林水産省みたいな役人です。
Ministry of Agriculture? それはどういったつけて
市から何かのやつだったと思うんですけども、
The homestay program the city was doing, and then so there was such a
言葉も小さな冊子をいただいて、でも例えば教育とかそういうのに関係ないのであれば、私もちょうど仕事がちょっとあった時期で、父と母とマレーシアから来た人でも結構笑ってなんかコミュニケーションができそうな感じだったと、その通訳っていうかもう亡くなられたんですけど、おじさんの奥さんが通訳なんかをしてくれたんですけども、結構教育という観点以外だったらちゃんとできるコミュニケーションっていうか微妙なところっていうのは別として、普通に人間と人間のコミュニケーションってできるんじゃないかなと思う。
Even though not knowing the language, there are a lot of ways to do communication, and I think there was even その時そのマレーシア人とはどうやって会話したの？
だからその冊子みたいなのが小さい頃にこのくらいの。
There was a booklet, the translating booklet to communicate with the Malaysian students.
あとあなたの隣のお医者さんの奥さんがたまに来て通訳。
Somebody came to do the interpretation, and then there were a lot of communication. はい。
だから私ね皆さん国際大学ができた時からずっと住んで一番近いんで、非常に皆さんがここに住まれて来られて、例えばスイカの収穫であるとか、あと先ほどの、国際大学の中にゴミの処理場を作るっていう時にモンゴルの方今飲みたりだね、モンゴルの方にもやはりそういう運動に、携わってもらったんで、通訳してね。
So when we did the protest about trash facility, the Mongolian students helped us to represent the student body. And also the watermelon farmers, in the summer, July, August, when students have not much to do in the campus, he has hired one student to help him with harvesting. It's very heavy, intensive work. And two other watermelon farmers also hired, like temporarily. And both sides were, it was a really win-win situation. IUJ の人は一回やろうとじゃないですか。どうでした？
ものすごく仕事をする。
He was very helpful. He said, one student from Central Asian country.
だから、
So that kind of interaction was there.
今、私の八重の原っていうところにも、大きな農家にも、結構スイカの、お仕事で相談よくしていただいたりしてるんで、使うんですけど、私自身が、今の、テーマとちょっと変わるんですけど、皆さんが日本に来て、日本をで学んでいただいて、日本を理解していただいて、なおかつ日本人を理解していただくっていうことはね、非常にいいことなんで、それが可能なのか可能じゃないのかっていうのは私素人なんでわからないんですけども、もっと政府が国際大学にお金を入れていいんじゃないかっていうような気もするんですよね。例えば、ODA とか、ミャンマーの方いらないんですけども、その援助自体が軍の関係の企業、いわゆる軍の資金に変わってしまったり、そうするんだったら人間を育てるっていう言い方はちょっと怒った言い方なんですけど、人間を育てて日本人を理解してもらって、日本を理解してもらって、日本人を理解してもらって、実際に皆さん変えられて本当に必要な援助は何なんだっていう方がいいと思うんですね。だから特異的に結構アフリカの方も国際大学多いと思うんですけど、なんていうんですかね、もっと本来なら今大学院ですけど、大学まであるぐらいな、日本に6年はいるぐらいな、やっぱり学校機構だともっと交流が進むんじゃないかと思う。
There should be a graduate, there's only graduate programs, so only you stay 2 years, 1 year sometimes, but then if there's an undergrad program, then students can stay much longer and maybe have more time to learn Japanese language. And we should aim for that kind of thing. And then Japanese overseas development aid should be more toward human resources, developing human resources instead of politically used. Hi.
Also, there is one more suggestion, like at IUJ, a lot of communities, they celebrate their festivals. So why can't some few Japanese people, they can come and visit and they can see the other people's culture, and likewise IUJ's students can see their culture and have a exchange program like this, and this will also build the trust between Japanese and IUJ students, and we can have few students from IUJ who can translate and interpret for both Japanese and the other students. So,
You're talking about the New Year celebration of each community.
there are many more festivals. Like each country, they celebrate their own festival. So it's like the whole year there is some celebration.
Yeah.
Like for example, like next month, we Indian people, we are going to celebrate our festival, Diwali.
Next month?
Yeah. So few people can visit and see our culture, and we have one interpreter also. So there is no issue.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Very good point. Because I know some people personally, they invite me for that kind of celebration, but then they, いろいろ国籍があるので、その国籍ごとに信念があって、そのお祭りごとをするわけですね。その国籍ごとに。だから、年がら年中なんか一緒のお祭りごとがあるから、その度にいろんな、日本の人が来れるようなシステムができたらいいよねって。But how do we know? How can you, maybe that should be some kind of,
This is the issue.
it should be a platform, right? Platform. I created a Uonuma network group, Facebook group, 4 years ago. But after I became politician, I kind of became too busy to continue. But that had 1,000 members. So it was quite active before I became politician.
Maybe
I'm sorry,
we can
because I
provide
became
that.
politician. Maybe I can admin. Maybe some people can be admin of this group and then continue. Yeah.
Some people can make it.
One of the issues we might have to think is communication, distribution of information. なんか情報がね、共有されてないですよね。Last Sunday, there was a natural disaster relief exercise.
ありましたね。はい。
It's a really wonderful opportunity to see how to survive.
Right.
And so many, the firefighters,
Governor came.
so many experts and politicians and other people came, but not so many locals.
Oh, hi.
And
They could learn.
right, I noticed that there should be something, because headquarters was right. And I went to there and watched what was going on. And I called my neighbor. There were two kids, maybe 6 and 8 year old. So I thought they should enjoy the firefighters, the demonstration, the helicopter landing, that kind of things. But they never knew. So it is something wrong. There's just Kanetaya, they're next to the post office. So something, golden opportunity for kids to enjoy those. なんかね、みんな知らないんですよ。
知らない。情報不足じゃない。
情報がね、なんか行き届いてなくて、で、of course, IUJR, few IUJRs there, but not many.
I think
Yeah, you
You went? How did you know about it?
six side, yeah, I went there. I spoke with Tachibana-san from the city office. So we were only
good.
6 signed up, but only 2 came. And I think that was announced via email. And I'm not sure if everyone was busy or not interested, but it was really good.
One of my former students took this.
Wow.
But it was really, it's a golden opportunity
そうだよね。
to
防災訓練があるね。
It's very
防災
important.
訓練があって、そのいうのをもっといろんな人を招いて見せたら、すごい興味を持つと思うんですよね。すごい勉強になると思って、
国際的な防災訓練なんですか？
いやいや、
できないけど、
でも、
本
やって
格的なね
ることはわかる。地震のセンターでシミュレーターとか。
確かにね。
So, another thing for IUJRs, there is a head festival in front of Bishamon every 2 months.
ああ、ありますね。医者も一
Very few IUJRs come, except for the students living somewhere around.
Yeah, a lot of local events that are not known to IUJ.
And interestingly, those who participate come to festival know many locals. They are very popular among locals. And they do work for watermelon, スイカの収穫に行って一緒だとかね、そういう人たちと一緒になるわけですよ、お祭りで。そういうコミュニケーションは簡単です。If something like harvesting watermelon together with Japanese, no language is needed. You can share the same experience.
Yeah, no language needed. When you drop and the watermelon break down, you know what. You don't need a language there, right? Oh, sorry. Yes.
So I think we need a communicator who can communicate between locals and IUJ.
Yes. So
We need someone.
you become the admin of this group. Yeah. Thank you very much. そう思いますね。ゴールドマネットワークグループって Facebook グループがあって、僕が作ったんですけど、1100人ぐらい入れたんだけど、今もいるんですけど、ほとんどが卒業生になっちゃって、私が政治家になってから本当ちょっとマネージできなかったんで、プリアさんがやってくれるってことなんで、ちょっとハンドオーバーして、It was very good, very active at that time. Lot of local events in English. But cities should do more, right? Cities,
Yes.
no English translation, city the publication. So city should do more. はい、すみません、どうぞ。
I understand that some of you are measuring the international relationship, communication. So I understand that you are professional to make say communication with Japanese and many countries people. So could you advise us how to say make communication say during your study? Do you have any idea?
Communication with local community?
Yes.
because you are specialized in international relations, that means you may have ideas how two different entities, communities get together. So that can be practiced in a local level. Maybe can we give us some idea? But some of you just arrived 2 months ago, but then, yeah, that's his question, I think.
Yes. And academically point of view, and say you maybe say have many data, and you analysis every day. So you have maybe so.
国際関係を専攻されているので、地元住民との関係について何かこうアカデミック的な視点が、国際関係で結構外交的な話なので、まあディプロマティックレーションシップやyou study more about not like more local.
Some of you may have learned multicultural communication.
Oh, you have the subject?
It's no longer.
No, I'm sorry about that.
I think the last term, there were students attended that.
多文化交流っていう科目があったんですけど、なくなっちゃったですね。ただね、私、外務省2回行ったんですけど、外交官って全く外交的じゃないです。I have been seconded to Ministry of Foreign Affairs twice, but I have no diplomats who are diplomatic.
Diplomats are diplomatic.
They are not diplomatic at all.
In IUJ, we have common WhatsApp group because IUJ is a small community, like 400 people. So we can circulate any information in IUJ. But the main issue is how to circulate it
outside, right?
And we cannot add in the same group because we have different culture, we have different, everything is different because we are international. So
AI may help.
So I think it's better to make one group for Japanese and one is we already have for IUJ. One person can be common in both groups. We cannot make it together because it's totally different. Because some people don't understand Japanese culture.
That's right.
I think, in IUJ we have a student body called GSO.
Yeah.
GSO has external officer. So maybe
Who is Japanese? Yes. You're external officer of ISO?
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Thank you. Congratulations on winning the election. I should learn from you how to win the election.
It's also elected for IM.
just for academics.
Yeah, I'm counting.
ちょっと一つ聞いていいですか。
はい。
大学の寮、あるいは大学のキャンパスから、外に出て遊びに行く人っていうのはこの中でよく遊びに行くよっていう人はいるかどうか聞いてもらえます。
よくってのはどれぐらい？
週に1回でも2回でも遊びに行ってるよ。外に遊びに行ってる。
How many of you go out of the campus once a week, at least once a week?
Like near Purasan.
Outside the campus.
Yes.
出かけますよ。ショッピングも行くし、スーパーにも行くし。
どこに
Where do you go?
業務スーパー。
業務スーパー、毘沙門堂、行きます。
そうですか。
Yeah, so this is good. Yeah, locals have no idea. Like last session, one local was so surprised that many of you cannot drive. Most locals have no idea about that. 運転できないんですよ。運転が許されてない。ということを知らないのは地元人の方だから。That kind of question also can be raised. A very simple question, but then many locals have no idea, and there are things that many others have no idea about locals. So that kind of very simple question is very also good to bridge. Please ask they have a car. He said he has a car. Please get the contact. Okay.
東京の人間ですから、東京運動得意ですから。
ただね、奨学金によっては車に禁止する奨学金なんですよ。
そうでしょ。
Out of 400 students, how many students have a car? Maybe 5? Less than 5, yeah. Maybe.
Are we under JDS scholarship?
JDS っていう一番大きな奨学金が JICA を許さないんです。JICA のやつが。
no drive, no part-time job.
じゃあ、でも、働くのも結構変化って
ダメだね。
だから JICA の実は小学生が50%以上なんですよ。
そうですね。
まあ、いろんなとこ、まあ、政府とかいろんなところから来てるから、まあ、なんだろう、すごい出身、まあ、どこで働いてるっていうのがすごい話聞いてて、すごい面白く感じてて、なんだろう、こうなんでまあ自分たちの会社でこういう人をこうとちょっと話して、なんかアイデアをこう会社に取り込まないのかなって、すごい自分はちょっとびっくりしてます。今の会社で。
会社でこういう人たちのアドバイスを聞いて、その会社の経営なんで
反映されないのか。今
ビジネスですもんね、しかもね。
そうですね。
会社によってはね、結構やるとこあるんですよ。しばらくの間こうインターンみたいに取って、それであそこ龍門なんかそうですよね。
そうですね。
龍門のあそこを何人か留学生をから意見を聞いて、それでインバウンドの人たちの扱い方を変えたんですよ。
He is working for train company, connecting newcomers to Joet city, and he's wondering like there are like MBA students here, very professional. Why the company doesn't hear the opinions from you guys to for their business management things? And then Yamaguchi-san said there are some hotels, like very famous hotels that get interns from IUJ and get the ideas from you guys. The city office. I'm always telling city office should get interns from you also. Interns, city office. It will be very helpful. Very helpful. Very helpful. Yeah.
So far we have talked so many topics, so I want to add some information or some comments about improved education here, especially for local Japanese students.
Thank you, please.
Thank you. I come from a very small town back in Laos.
Okay.
Very small town, but I went to Luang Prabang and studied English there. My English is, if I compare my English to other international students, my English is not good. But because I studied English methodology, so I know how to teach English, and I had been teaching English for around 5-6 years during my career. Yeah. And then last year, I joined an event in IUJ. IUJ, we have CAT. So CAT means like a community action team. So in every semester, we would have like a community action team. We will interact with local students, like Japanese local students. There we talked about ourselves, our country, and we helped them to learn easy English words, English conversations. This is, I think it's very good idea and it's very good method, and I wish that IUJ should take this program forward in the future, because it's very good, because IUJ students, they are from different countries, and they all speak English very well, so they can help local students to speak English. That is the first thing. Second thing.
教育のついて提言がありますと、教育レベルを上げるための提言として、キャットって言っていろんな国の人たちがいるから、その国のことをについて簡単な英語で説明してあげて、子どもたちに英語で説明して、で簡単な英語でなんかこうカバーセーション、会話をするような機会を設けたら英語力が上がってくるんじゃないかな。はい。
So second thing is this. I have a Thai friend. She's from Thailand, but she is married to Japanese, and they have 2 daughters. Because the Lao community, we get along with the Thai lady very well.
Local.
Yeah, local.
I know how to do it.
Yeah. So every time when we have a party, we invite her to join us.
はい。
So when her daughters are available, she also brings her daughter to our party, and she gets the daughter to practice English with us, so we can help improve that way. So this is a good model because since I've been here, I only see this high lady. She can do that, but I suppose that there should be many other families get along with international students. So when they get along with international students, when they have parties, like I said, they can bring their sons or daughters, and I believe that all of us welcome them. Yeah, and we want to help them to practice English. Well, at high level maybe not, but low level could be fine. And the last one.
Yeah, moving to that one, BBQ site is a good place to do.
2つ目の提案としては国際大学の学生と仲良くなって、例えば私の子供息子がいるんですけど、国際大学の人と関わることでその息子たちは英語で聞きますよね、会話を聞きますよ。私とその国際大学の人が出かけるときにうちの子供たちは英語を聞くわけです。聞いてるわけです。英語喋れなくてもそこから英語を学んでいくチャンスになるんじゃないかみたいな。だから国際大学の人と関われば子供たちは英語を学んでいくし、国際大学の学生たちも very happy to teach みたいな、とてもそういうのは助けるのはすごい嬉しい。はい。
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised when I heard you said like a mother sends her daughter to study English in Nagaoka. That's maybe because she could find a better teacher there. I don't know. That's what I think. That's why she does that. By the way, we have so many international students here, and they're all good at English. So, in the past, I heard like JDS students, they could drive, and they could have a part-time job. But later on, maybe something happened, so the local government, or I don't know, maybe local government or the state government, they stopped. They didn't want JDS students to drive, to have part-time job, because they think that this kind of problems may happen again, so they stopped. But in my case, or in my perspective, I think the local government could set a policy to push these ideas. Yeah, everybody here, like not only JICA and other scholarship, but under JDS scholarship, they can drive, but they should drive carefully. Okay, they can have part-time job. For example, like me, I really love teaching English. My English is not good, but I know how to teach. I know how to bring kids to get their English, like, because I proved in Laos, I taught with German English teacher, and we had a course like 9 months. For 9-month course, we can help the students to work in a hotel, to work in a restaurant, or to be a tour guide at low level, not national level, but like low level. And we can help them in a short period of time like that. If JDS students, they are allowed to work again. Yeah, I know like the wage here, like one hour for 1,000 yen, but because we love it, maybe we can do like one hour just only for 500 or maybe 200, 300 yen. And then we can help the students like that. It is true that we have so many good students from IUJ, but they are also very busy. That's why she decided to send her son to Nagaoka. This is what I think. But if we are allowed to teach, to work, let's say to work, and then we will try our best, our strengths to help the local students to get what they want.
はい。
Yeah.
やっぱり長岡まで子供を送ってるという実態がちょっと信じられなくて、その教育のためにね、うちらが小学校でボランティア先生とか、ちょっとパートタイムで 英語を教えることができたら、その人は長岡までわざわざ行かなくてよかっただろうみたいな話してて、その奨学金、JICA の奨学金がアルバイトもダメ、運転もダメっていうのをしてるのがやっぱり問題であって、それをどうにかしてほしいということで、まあ、If I become the mayor, I will talk to JICA to change the policy, but then, yeah.
Yeah.
But then,
Not only JICA, I think for ADB we are not allowed to have part-time as well.
ADD also?
Yeah.
Driving?
No,
Driving
we
is
are allowed to drive, but not to
part-time
have
is not.
part-time.
So, if I become the mayor, I will talk to ADD then.
That's because I believe that all of us, we have different strengths, right? So the students, they also have their different needs. So we can use the best strengths to meet their needs, right?
いろんな強みがあるので、その強みを生かすためにも、そういうアルバイトとか運転とかそういうのをさせてほしいと。そこで、こうハードルがかかってるんで、はい。
教育でいうと、
はい、
本来だと、ここはいい中学校、いい小学校があって不思議じゃないんですよね。基幹病院のお医者さんと看護師の人たちが家族ぐるみのここに来るような町があったら、絶対学校のレベル高くなるはずなんですよ。ところがそれが起きなかったっていうのは、ビシャスサイクルの、ね、悪循環の始まりで、彼らはやっぱり学校があまり良くないから家族を連れて本に落ち着かない。で、通ってくる。で、ここかつては普通だったのが、それが8年で落ちてしまったというのをね、そうすると余計来なくなる。I was talking about the situation here. It should have been much better than the reality. 10 years ago, the big hospital was built. More than 100, something like 200 medical doctors, along with highly trained nurses. They have families. If they come here to settle down here, they bring children, and then their children are well prepared for higher education. So the schools here must have been much better, but it didn't happen because at the beginning, school here was not so good, but average. So they decided to settle in Nagaoka or commute from Tokyo. And then the number of students here are shrinking, and for some reason, level as well going down, as Yoko-san explained, 59 to 50. Then less people in Kikan or hospital may be interested in bringing their families to this town. So it's a vicious cycle. We have to cut down something.
He just raised a very good point. So we just talked with Kikan Hospital 5 months ago. The head of the Kikan Hospital, president said to us, please do something because the number of hospital staff, including doctors and nurses, moving to Nagaoka in Niigata city is increasing every 5 years, last 5 years. Number of the people who are asking Shinkansen ticket, like monthly Shinkansen ticket, double in 5 years. Because people moving to Nagaoka city, Niigata city. It's like, I was like shocked, right? Like, if they decide to move out of this city, the reason was no supermarket, no shopping mall, water is too expensive, water is very expensive here, and the child care is very scarce. Child care service is very scarce.
Sports area as well. There's no sports or a common activity area.
Yeah, so he just raised a very critical point. So we could have very good education because doctors, nurses, 2 universities, yeah, but still academic level is very low. There must be something wrong. Yeah, thank you very much. Hi.
Just to add, there are many privately funded students also at IIT, and they are looking for part-time jobs, but they are not able to find any
Information, right?
Yeah, any information, and in the vicinity there are not many jobs, and they are not aware about it also. Also, mostly part-time jobs require Japanese language, which they do not know as of now because they have arrived just 1 month ago. So if there can be any part-time jobs that these students can have, that will also help locals also because they will get the work. and part-time jobs, the students also. It will help them find their education. So,
Yeah, also spouses. The spouse of IUJ is also they look for job, but there is no information. So アルバイトができる学生も結構いるんです。で、配偶者の方たちはアルバイトがしたい人も結構多くて、そういった人たちが仕事を探すときになかなか情報をどこから探していいかわからないっていう。
That's a big problem of IUJ. IUJ, something totally wrong in IUJ. Finding job opportunities for students is one of the most important jobs of the university. Every university has job for after graduation, a job, part-time job when you're studying, both. But very few people are dedicated to that part in IUJ. IUJ 普通大学だと就職の援護だとかバイトの斡旋なんていうのは一生懸命やるんですよね。それも含めて大学が魅力的になるんですけど、IUJ それを全くやらない。で、one of the two reasons why I decided to run kitchen car is to provide the job opportunity, part-time job opportunity. Not many, but at least once or twice a week, maybe 1 or 2 people. If I am successful, so far a couple of students have been helping me. That is very much helpful, and that is one of the reasons why I started. And I think we need to expand that opportunity. Basically, there are a number of people who are looking for IUJers or any working for, including IUJers, but not matching side. It's a good job opportunity. It's a matching side, startup opportunity.
There's a matching side the city has done, but it's all in Japanese language. And our area, believe it or not, our area has the highest 何だっていうの？失業率じゃなくて逆。仕事が多いんですよ。なんていうんですかね。
Yeah, shortage of labor.
Shortage of labor. Highest shortage of labor this area.
Wow.
You never noticed, right?
No. One of the things that shocked me here is the agriculture is very popular work for young people. They wear the uniform. Young farmers. They proudly wearing uniform. They come to 7-Eleven in front of the station. That is really unique in comparison with other. 本当農業がすごく誇りを持ってやる若い人の仕事というのはちょっと珍しいです。それは一つあって、I bring my students to some of the farmers, but every year some farmers becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, and hiring people, and the people are happy, even though the payment is not so good, but they are so much proud of being a farmer. That is totally unique. In other areas of Japan, being a farmer is not so a proud thing. But here, perhaps because of koshitake or tenkeiko, agriculture big brand.
I would just like to share. There was a chance for the IAJ students to participate planting rice
planting,
in Hakasan.
Right.
If that would be expanded, where IAJ students could be involved, either volunteer or part-time, that could help both community.
稲刈り体験が深井さんあったんですけど、稲刈り体験以外にもなんかこうもっと農業の人たちと関わり合いをしたいみたいな、アルバイトでもいいし、ボランティアでもいいけど、農業に関心がある方が多いので。はい。Eliasさん、Yes,
Of course, my thinking,
and my advice to the city, we need to have this local internship program or for IUJ students. Because as you see us all over here, we are coming from different scholarships. For example, for JICA scholars, we are obligated to be here for 6 months after graduation, or 3 months. But funny enough, you can find when we graduate, we go back home without having this opportunity to do internship. So the big issue is maybe the city can contact JICA. Since I came here, I've seen JICA is only one, it's just the one who's always finding the internship of us. So if we will have that window, for JICA scholars, they want to be working for being paid. Just only for internship, 6 months is not a short period of time. So if you give an opportunity to graduating students for 6 months, they will take you in a far point.
You're
So
talking
you need
about after graduation 6 months?
After graduation, right?
Yeah, there are some scholars, some students who are willing to do the internship for 6 months, but they go home without doing because they don't have they miss that opportunity. No companies which is ready to receive them, and sometimes they find the company to the point of leaving, they find no company for anything. So at least I think you can organize that issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do that. Yeah, sorry, the time is a bit running out, and we can always talk after this session. There will be an informal talking session after this in a drinking place. if you have time, okay. But if you have to go home and study, it's also okay. Yeah. But then to wrap up this session, そろそろもうちょっと時間が来たんで、そろそろちょっと締めようかなと思っていて、すごい今日いい話がたくさん聞けて、その月に1回、you said once a month we could like do some kind of gathering, I don't know, events and
We can also plan clubs.
Yeah.
In IUC we have different clubs, yoga club, dance club, Zumba club. We are doing it for
community club, maybe community club.
Yeah, we can make like Zumba club. We are doing here for Zumba for 1 hour. People can come and IUC people also can come.
Zumba here.
Zumba club, dance club, cooking club. We have lots of club in IUC.
Yeah.
Agriculture club.
Agriculture club.
Yeah, agriculture club. So we can ask them to participate and we can arrange here as well, monthly basis.
Yeah. That can be like a small step forward.
Yes.
This thing will open more opportunity to interact with locals and.
This will also not need much use of Japanese language.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very obvious, right?
Yes. We can dance in Japanese songs. They can dance on our language. Yeah.
いろいろクラブがあるので、そういったズンバとかそういったクラブもこっちでやって、ローカルの人が来れるようにすれば、もっともっといろいろできるんじゃないかという話です。
はい。
おせっかいって英語で訳せます。今ね、ラビンのアルバイトを探してるんです。日本人って僕みたいなおせっかいの人が多いです。だから彼が仕事を探してるよっていうと、誰か仕事を探してるよっていうと、じゃあ私がちょっと紹介するよっていうところもありますんで、もっと交流する企画を考えてください。これ市の仕事でもあると思うんですよね。僕はこの町が国際的な町だって僕は今日初めて知った。
He didn't know how international our city is until today. Now he noticed how international it is today. And Japanese are very nice, so just don't hesitate. Ask. If you ask, they will try to help you. So if you are looking for a job, now they are trying to find him a job because he asked for it. So if you ask me or anybody, they will try to
大学があるのは知ってたけども、大学があるのは知ってたけども、まあどういう内容だっていうことを今日初めて皆さんに会って、どういう人たちがいるっていうのを初めて知って。
Now he understood what kind of people are there, どんなイメージだったんですか、今日来る前は。
国際大学があるっていうだけですよ。
でも70カ国とか知ってたでしょ。
まあまあ、そうだからね、いろんな国から来てるっていうのは知ってましたけども、
実際に会ってみるとちょっと違う。
実際に会ってみると、ね、この街すごい街なんだ。すごいところ
He knows on head there are 70 countries, you know, IUJ is there, but then when he actually meets you, he noticed, he realized how great it is, how international it is, diversity. He really feels, you know.
Is it possible without knowing Japanese language, we are getting a part-time job here?
Of course. 日本語できなくてもバイトできますけど、watermelon farmers, most of them didn't speak any Japanese.
Now, AI help you.
今、ラミンにはそういうところを探してます。
He's looking for job like that.
だから、JICA の人で仕事ができないとしても、そのお手伝いして、そのお礼をもらうっていう、そういう仕事だったらいいんじゃないかと僕は思います。
でも結構厳しいんですよ。領収書が出ないとか。
まあまあ、
そうは書けない。JICAの関係だと。
領収書は出せないけども、それなりにお手伝いしてくれれば、まあお金って言っちゃあれなんだけども、
あと実は JICA の学生っていうのは結構な奨学金を持ってるけどあんまり困ってないんですよ。それでね、本当に困ってるのはね、自費の学生なんですよ。
そうですね。
自費の学生
めっちゃ困ったんですよ。
で、もう日本人含めて、自費のね、セルフスポンサー
いますいます。
もうneeded for help。意外なんだ。それで、そういう人たちはですね、僕の前、ちょっと前の学生ですけど、小沢農場でずっとスイカとシイタケのバイトを続けてやって、で最後日本語大してできないんですけど、ヨネクスに就職して、長岡に、空丹寺、You know Palmo? Palmo. From Manipur, not India. Palmo used to work at Ozawa farm for mushroom and for rice and watermelon. And he's a self-sponsored student. And finally he got a job at Yonex and settled down in Koide. Reason why he did so is this nature is close to his Manipuri nature, and he decided to settle inマニプールってインパールのそばなんですけど、なんか景色がよく似てるんですよ。でもここにいると決めて、小沢農場に本当に就職する直前まで行ったんですよ。でその前にノネクスで決まっちゃったんですけど。
自分も民間にいたんですけど、やっぱり例えばインドに営業所でも一回、インドからの若い方が手術してもらって非常に助かる時があったんですけど、それ最後、こんなには大丈夫。
Maybe we can take a photo together. Group photo. Maybe you guys can come here. 今の写真ですか？写真。